6th semester I am going to join you all with two subjects. One is Commerce Lab, which I have already given you all introduction. In the next class I am going to give you all syllabus. Okay, so in today's this subject is financial institutions and market. Okay, what is that? Financial institutions and market. Okay, so this is a continuation of BTP, Banking Theory and Practice. You know it, right? So that continuation is this subject. Okay, so maximum girls in your 6th semester, I think Samship sir is giving you a very good explanation of what all the subjects you are going to have. So don't worry, like in 6th sem for computers how many subjects will be there, for general how many subjects will be there. You please don't worry. Just now in Commerce Lab subject I told you not to worry about anything. Follow, just accept with the flow. Go on with your flow of life, that's it. Okay, so as you can see the heading itself, financial institution means you will read about money market, capital market, which you have already read. This subject is a continuation of our previous subject, so please don't worry like what will be there in this. You will be just get you will be getting introduced to financial system like finance, functions of financial system and its contents and various branches, and then you will be in touch with all the institutions, since it is the heading itself institutions, so you will learn what all the financial institutions are available all over India. Then you will try to know about state level institutions. Okay, so how did India develop all the financial institutions. Then you will know about money market and capital market. So you used to have a chart in Banking Theory and Practice, isn't it? The chart itself is like units here. So you are already prepared. So when you are listening BTP class, or when you are, I think that is 5th sem subject, isn't it? I don't remember exactly. So that subject, whenever you are reading, read it with a thought process. Okay, when you are reading, just don't read for examination's sake. Try to remember everything so that this subject will be easy for you all. Just don't read and forget it. Understood? So, without any delay, I am going to write down the syllabus. Along with me, you also write down the syllabus. Okay? Yes. So, very few things to be remembered. Very few things. Commerce Lab is also very easy subject, and this one also very easy subject. This is like 80 plus 20 is equals to 100. So 80 marks external plus 20 marks internal, which is equals to 100 marks. Got my point? Commerce Lab is not like that. Commerce Lab is also 100 marks paper, but it is having external. Okay, external practicals will also be there. So 60 marks external exam plus 20 marks practicals plus 20 marks 20 marks your internal. So that means to say one practical is there. Commerce Lab is a practical subject, just like your computer science. Now computer applications. Now generals, whoever are listening, Commerce Lab is applicable for you also. Like first 5 semesters you don't have any knowledge of attending external practicals, but this time you are going to face it in Commerce Lab. Okay, So Commerce Lab is a subject where everybody should have a textbook. Kalyani Publications you purchase, but you should have a textbook. Without textbook, trust me, you will not follow anything. You will not follow. Why? Because every topic has, so by the way, I am teaching FIM, but why is that I am going to Commerce Lab? Because you will purchase textbook before I start the unit. That's why I am trying to tell you. Okay? So now it doesn't mean that I am not telling not to purchase FIM. FIM is also important. Examination point of view, every subject requires what? Requires your textbook. Okay? So please write syllabus along with me. So unit 1. Introduction. So unit 1 name itself is introduction. So first one you write functions of financial system. Then constituents of Indian financial system. Whenever I write, I remember Ramya, because only Ramya is the person who will say, ma'am, please increase your font size. Good that you are giving something for us so that we will keep in our mind and then apply here. Why? Because girls, if you are not giving any kind of feedback, it might be anything. If you are not giving anything, we will think that you are understanding it. So it's better, not only with me, even Arna ma'am asked me to tell you all. If you are having any kind of doubts, please message us or call us and take a clarification. Feel free to call, okay, or feel free to message. If something you didn't understand, some doubts, you please ask me. Instead of thinking in a negative way, it is better you clear all the doubts. Okay? Yeah. So constituents of Indian financial system. Then an overview of Indian financial system. Then role and functions of participants. Role and functions of participants in the financial markets. Participants in financial markets. And next one is factors. Done. So this is your first unit. Okay. So now very small, isn't it? So let's move to unit 2. Unit 2. This is little bit big. Why? Because we are trying to understand about financial, institutions all over. Okay. So financial institutions, name, financial institutions, all development banks, all India development banks. India development banks. So this is completely the name of your second unit. So financial institution means it's nothing but all India development banks. It's talking only about banks. Banks are also financial institution. Whom you will tell tell it as financial institutions for which you will call it as financial institution? One who is trying to lend your money, or one who is helping you all to raise the funds. All those are financial institutions only. It might be bank, it might be any other financial product issuing companies. Okay? So yes. So please write down role of financial institution in economic development. Role of financial institutions in economic development. Then types of financial institutions. Then All India Development Banks. All India in this you are going to read about IFCI, which is Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Which is IFCI. Okay. Then comes Industrial Development Bank of India. You all know this. Industrial Development Bank of India, which is nothing but IDBI. Then you are going to read about Industrial Investment Bank of India Limited. Industrial Investment Bank of India Limited. LTD. I am writing LTD, ma, instead of writing completely. This is IIBIL. Okay. Then next one, Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India. Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India, which is nothing but IRBI. Then Small Industrial Development Bank of India. Small Industrial Development Bank of India, which is nothing but SIDBI, we say SIDBI. Okay. Now next one, Infrastructure Development Finance Company Limited. Infrastructure Development Finance Company Limited. This is IDFC. And then, as you all know, ICICI. Okay. So let me see whether it has been covered in the frame. Okay. Yeah, it is being covered. So if you see here, this is first unit. Okay. First I will try to give a description for these two, and then we will go further. If you see here, we are trying to just know the introduction to the subject, because we are saying, we are talking about financial institutions. It's better first we know what is financial system, okay, how it will work, and why, and for what purpose these are set up. Okay, so these functions you will know here. Okay, so functions of financial system, and what are the various constituents of Indian financial system that is being taken into consideration. Then you will be given an overview of Indian financial system, how our financial system is functioning, that you will know. Then you will try to know who are the active participants in financial system and their role. Okay, what are financial markets? You already know, capital market, money market, all these things. Okay, so in that, who are playing a prominent role, that we are going to know, and what kind of factors that are influencing all these things, that also we will try to know in unit 1. Now let's get into unit 2. As the name itself says, that we are going to read about institutions. Okay, what are those various institutions? All are banks. These are all banks only. So what kind of offers they are giving, what kind of schemes they are following, when they have set up, what is the purpose for them to establish its products. Okay, so all those things we are going to understand. How well they are contributing for economic development, how well, what kind of offers they are trying to give for society, how well it is useful in the society, since when it got established. All these things we are going to read in second unit. So all the development banks who are trying to help in raising the funds for any kind of investor. Okay, so these are the 2 units. Now let's move to third unit. Please write down third unit. Financial institutions, state level development banks. Unit 3. Financial institutions in this state level development banks. This is the name. Okay, now let's see. SFCs, which is state finance corporations. State finance corporations, that is first topic. So which is nothing but SFCs. Then objectives and scope. Objectives and scope. Then management. Then financial resources. Then functions, operations. Then performance appraisal and problems. Performance appraisals and problems are something related to SFCs. Next one we will read State Industrial Development Corporations. State Industrial abbreviations. This is SIDCS abbreviation. So in this you are going to read again functions, resources, then operations, then financial assistant. Financial assistance. Okay, so that's it, third unit. So it's very simple, isn't it? Very short unit. Okay, never know what will be inside. Sometimes the things that appear might not be like that. So don't judge the content with syllabus. Okay. Yes. So unit 4, money market. Money market, as you already read, you are well versed with this topic. So money market's definition, then features, then objectives, then importance, compositions, then call money market. The next one is call money market. In this, operations, transactions and participants, then advantages and drawbacks, then that's it with call money market. So next topic, if you see, commercial bills market. Okay, in this definition, types of bills, then operations in bill, then market, operations in bill market, operations in bill market, then importance of bill market, then next comes discount market, then next comes acceptance market, then drawbacks. After this, you are going to read about treasury. What is meant by treasury? Types of treasury bills, then operations and participants. I hope you are following with me. You are with me. Yeah. Operations and participants. Then money market instruments. Then structure of Indian money market. Then recent development in Indian money market. Right here only recent development in Indian money market. Okay. Now let's try to understand these two units. Okay. Let's try to understand these two units. So if you see here, the third unit is financial institution, in which we are going to read about state level development banks. So you are having only two banks that we are going to read, which is SFC and SIDCS. What is meant by SFC? State Financial Corporation. Then what is meant by SIDCS? State Industrial Development Corporation. So related to this, these are there: objective, scope, management, financial resources, etc. In this, functions, resources, operation, financial assistance, etc. Here, money market means you are going to read about different kinds of bills and different kinds of markets. So about money market, you are going to read certain things like definition, features, objectives, important composition. Next, you are going to read about call money market. You are going to read about commercial bill market, then discount bill market, then you are going to read about acceptance market, and so on. Next, you are going to read about money market instruments and the structure of Indian money market and its development. How did it recently got developed? How did it come out of with various kind of things. Okay. Next, unit 5. Unit 5 and the last one. Okay. So unit 5 is the capital market, but what I will try. This is also a little bit big now, 5th unit. So since only 2 minutes is left, I am not writing on the board because it will be like half and half. So what I will do is I will try to continue this 5th unit in the next session. Okay. So what is that we read till now? Like 4 units I have given you all the gist. Okay. What is that exactly? Like what is first unit, second unit, third unit, and fourth unit. And 5th unit I will try to discuss in the next session. Thank you girls. Have a nice day.